Hallo allemaal, leuk dat je kijkt naar een nieuwe video van Zebra Inspiratie. Ja, het is vakantietijd en ik zit hier in het mooie Zwitserland. En terwijl ik hier aan het genieten ben van een prachtig land en de omgeving en lekker ontspan, ja, kon ik het ook niet laten om eens te kijken of hier gelijkgestemde mensen zijn. En hoe het hier gaat in Zwitserland op dat gebied. Ik ben hier bij een bijeenkomst die hier elke week op woensdag wordt gehouden. Met mensen die zich ook inzetten en zorgen maken. Dus inzetten voor de vrijheid en ook zich zorgen maken over wat er gebeurt in de wereld. Op deze meeting kwam ik ook Lisa tegen. En Lisa spreekt heel goed Engels. Mijn Duits is iets minder. Dus ik ben heel blij dat we in het Engels kunnen kletsen. En ik wilde eigenlijk wel heel graag van Lisa weten natuurlijk hoe het gaat in Zwitserland. Wat hier gebeurd is en hoe het nu gaat en wat de ontwikkelingen zijn. Hello Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Erika.
Hi. Lisa, as I can recall, Switzerland has always been a country that was neutral. During the war, you were neutral. And you said to me that this is changing. Can you talk to me a bit about that?
Yes, it is very much changing. Switzerland has always been a neutral country, but because of this war between Russia and Ukraine, this suddenly changed.
Can you come a bit?
And our government now calls this, it's a cooperative neutrality, what we are applying now, whatever that means. But it means that we support the sanctions against Russia. And in my opinion, this is a no-go, because in Switzerland, the people are on top. If we give up neutrality, there has to be a vote.
Yeah.
And the people have to decide whether we want this or not. But our government should not give up neutrality like this.
Why is neutrality so important to you and not have an opinion as a country?
Well, because this is part of our history, and we are the oldest democracy, and it has always been like this. And I think if we hadn't given up the neutrality, then Switzerland could be a country that could help to solve the problem between Russia and Ukraine. And that's what we did in the past, we were the middlemen. So I would see Switzerland very much still in this position, but not anymore, because of this decision which our government took to give up part of our neutrality.
Now, it's also Switzerland is the country where a lot of rich people are living, and we have Davos here with our big friend Klaus Swaab living here.
Yes.
What do you know about this World Economic Forum? What is this for you as in Switzerland? What does it mean?
Well, I think they are part of the game. They are ruling, and if we didn't have it, I think we would be much better off.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous organization. It's an absolutely dangerous organization, and we know that we have leaders in countries like Trudeau, like Macron. They were educated by the WEF, World Economic Forum, and that's why we have the situation that we are having now.
Yeah. Can you imagine that a lot of people don't even know about this World Economic Forum, about this organization, and they say, no, it's not true?
Well, in Switzerland, I think everybody knows because it's such a big event. Every year it took place in January, this year in May because of the COVID. Mm-hmm. But in Switzerland, everybody knows what the WEF is. We also, as a taxpayer, we pay millions for the safety of the participants, so we know well what it is. Maybe people don't know what is behind, but they have heard about it.
Yeah, and they also know that it's a negative thing, or is it a positive thing? Because this World Economic Forum say, you owe nothing and you'll be happy.
I think
or
people,
build back better.
Yeah. People know. A lot of people don't know about this. No. When I talk to people and I mention the Great Reset, they have absolutely no idea what it means. They don't know.
Even in Switzerland, people don't know.
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And somehow it's not funny, you know, sometimes I feel like the people are so tired of all this, they don't want even to know. They don't want to get information. They just want to go on with their life and not hear about this bad stuff all the time.
Yeah. Ik zal het even in het Nederlands beginnen. Wat ik heel bijzonder... Oh, je bent bijna een beetje uit beeld. Kom maar een beetje dichterbij. Wat mij heel erg opviel was dat ik ben hier in Luzern, in de buurt van Luzern. En daar kregen de mensen een folder in de bus. Waarin ze eigenlijk werden gewaarschuwd voor dat er stroom zou kunnen uitvallen. Nou hebben wij in Nederland we het daar wel eens over. Dat we zeiden, god, moeten we het daar niet over hebben? Zou dat kunnen gebeuren? Het internet dat uitvalt, de stroom die uitvalt. Hier kregen ze gewoon een folder van de lokale overheid in de bus. Dus daar wil ik haar even, Lisa, naar vragen. Lisa, I told the viewers that in Luzern the people got a brochure by mail from the government that they warn you about the emergency. That maybe the electricity, food shortage, electricity problems. Well, in Holland, if I talk about that, they say, no, it's not true, Erica. It's a conspiracy if you talk about that. And in here, there was a brochure. It was not in your area, but...
Yeah, it was in neighbor canton of Lucerne, and people were informed. It was taken to every household.
Yeah.
And not here, but I also saw an article in the newspaper talking about possible food shortages. So yes, we are informed. So people are aware that something is going to happen, and people, not everybody, but I think most people, they start buying food or have already bought food. Yes, we are aware of the problem.
Okay, so it's not that the government is trying to make you scared, you know, put fear into the people?
No,
is it really a warning?
So. Yes, it is a warning.
So it's really possible that this could happen?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very interesting because in Holland we think it's to fear, you know, it's not, we don't talk about that. Yeah, we do, but a lot of people aren't talking about it. So, ja, nu je dit hebt gehoord, is het wellicht gewoon interessant dat je bij jezelf gaat nadenken van hoe serieus gaat dat ook in Nederland gebeuren? Niet om je bang te maken, maar dat je je gaat voorbereiden. Well, you know, I'm from Holland, and in Holland the big news is, of course, the farmers. What have you heard about this in Switzerland?
Well, I've heard about these protests. I've watched videos. I mean, it was all over in social media. Of course, not in our mainstream media, but on social media.
It was not on the mainstream media?
No. Okay, I can't really say because, I mean, no, I know from other people it was not mainstream, but I personally haven't been watching mainstream for two or 3 years now. So, but if I talk to people and I ask about the farmers in Holland, they don't know. So my guess is it's not on mainstream. Well, I feel very sorry for what they go through, and I just hope they stay strong, they continue to fight, and when I read about the project that is behind this Tristate project, I think it's absolutely disgusting what is happening. If you want to remove the farmers for a new project, or at least they should tell the farmers, hey, we plan this, go away, or we give you the money, go away. On the other hand, I'm asking myself, do we have to starve to death? Where does the food come from? I didn't realize Holland exports so much different food. I wasn't aware.
Okay.
Now I've learned through these videos that your food production is enormous, and we need Holland. Absolutely, we need your food.
Ja.
You have to keep exporting.
Ja, het is wel interessant hè, dat Lisa het ineens noemt over Tristate. En dat is wel iets wat ik ook wel eens genoemd heb in de vorige live-uitzending. It's interesting, Lisa, that you talk about Tristate because a lot of people don't know what it is. And you know what it is.
Well, I know it's a project, a 9 million smart city, something like this.
40 million.
40 million, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's I don't know.
What is going to happen with Switzerland in this concept of tri-state, do you know?
No idea. No, because here we don't talk about it. I mean, very few people, I would say few people know about this. Very few.
Yeah, because there are farmers here and they're not talking about that farmers here have to stop.
Well, they are being bugged by constantly new laws and controls and being a farmer here spends 50% in the office to fill out paper, to follow the law.
Exactly.
The farming business has come to partly an office job, and it can't be really. If you as a farmer you should work in the field, take care of your cows and produce food.
Exactly. Yeah. Lisa, a personal question. I talked to you before we do this interview, and you told me that first it was really hard for you to open up, to speak out. Can you tell me something more about that process?
Well, as someone from our side, it was really hard to tell openly what you think. And because if you did, you were a conspiracy person and so on, Now I'm more courageous, and when this whole thing will restart in winter, there are already ideas about implementing mask mandates again and so on. I will say no. Already before I didn't wear a mask when I went shopping, and sometimes they kicked me out and I went in again. But now I will definitely not follow the rules, and I think we all have to do it and just not do anymore what we are told. That's the only way we can finish
This. Yes.
This
Okay.
problem.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for all your information.
Thank you.
And then we know a lot about what's going on in Switzerland. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We zitten hier op een bijeenkomst van allemaal mensen die in Zwitserland ook bezig zijn met de vrijheid. En ik kijk even, want Claudia komt nog naar me toe. En ik vind het ook heel leuk dat ik na Lisa nog even met Claudia kan gaan praten. Want Claudia, kom maar lekker dichter. Come a little bit closer, please. Hello.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, thank you for joining the interview.
Thank you for being here.
You've been very, very active as a freedom fighter. Can I say that?
Yeah, kind of. Yes.
Yes, a kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. What have you been doing in your community for this project? What do you do?
We have brought the people together to join us, to make to have the freedom to do what they wanted to do when everything was closed.
Oh yeah.
So we made some events, and everyone could join, and so we get started. Yes.
Yeah. I was talking to Lisa about the emergency. How do you call that? The emergency. The possibility that this could happen. The electricity went down, or food starvation.
Yes.
Are you prepared with your community when this happens?
More or less, we have said our community that she has superpower. We are in the background. We are working. There are some people working on this. Some help for in case it should happen. No electricity, no possibility to communicate. All the possibilities. This is working, but it's very hard and it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. What is the problems that occur? What are the problems that you see?
Because we have to wait so long for receiving the material for doing that. This is the biggest problem now.
Okay.
And to find also to find people who will engage in this matter as much as it's needed. Yeah.
Do people already see that it's necessary, or is that the problem that they think, it won't happen? Or
some of them are here and they know that it's necessary, but I'm not sure because we are maybe 200 now and we don't see a lot of them. We see very few people here. Maybe we know about 50 people who are coming. Yes, and we have maybe it's some positive. We have a little group. We are gardening together. We're making gardening each other. We join and we make some visiting each other and look how what are making the others and see what we can do if there are some problems with some
with
food.
each other,
Yes.
exactly, help each other out.
Yes, and this is working. It's a really small group, but it's very fantastic how it's working. Yes.
Yeah.
And
You can really help each other and be there for each other.
And to grow, we want to be make our own food.
Be self-supportive.
Yes, self-supportive, and so we are starting now.
Yeah.
And so because you want to start and there how and what are we doing and I don't know anything and so on, we can help each other to grow in this matter. And that is where it started this year. Yes.
Yeah, because we talked also before we do this interview, and you also said that you see that the new way of living is to do it small and to do it together and do it local.
Yes, you know.
And why? What's the power of it? What's the power then? Can you come a little bit closer to the sound?
I think that we can help each other because when we are looking too far away, so it's this too big distance, and if you're close, it's more easy to help each other, and so this is my opinion.
It's more powerful.
Yes.
Are you worried about the future, or are you positive about the new future?
No.
How do you see it?
No, I'm positive. I think that because I feel, even I meet some people like you or others, and then I see there are some people here that are there will be a great future because they're good people, engaged people.
Connecting.
Yes, connecting,
exactly.
and with a good heart. And I think also it will be important to hear the heart. The heart
It's a bit noisy.
Yes, what the heart is telling.
Yeah, and it's really funny actually because we talk about I meet a lot of people, and also of course in Holland and in Friesland, and what I see is that we all have the same ideas about working together. And it was really funny that when Claudia and I met and you said things and I said, we do the same thing. And it's really interesting that this energy works like that in the world.
Yes, and we are not connected before.
Exactly.
And so this is interesting. And this means that it will be the right way, I think, because it shows us, and it's the way of the heart.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the right way.
Ja, I agree. De weg van het hart, dat is wat we gaan doen, jongens. Verbinden met elkaar, ga elkaar opzoeken. Ook al heb je het even moeilijk, zoek elkaar op. Want er zijn echt heel veel mensen om je heen die met jou willen gaan bouwen aan een nieuwe wereld, een nieuwe toekomst. En we krijgen misschien nog best wel een beetje moeilijk met elkaar, ook voor de komende winter. Maar we zijn positief en we gaan het gewoon met elkaar doen. Ik wil je vanuit Zwitserland heel erg bedanken voor het kijken. En tot gauw, tot de volgende keer. Dankjewel.